Galaxy's defiant bride. Her love crushed an empire. Theria 4's slums choked on dust and despair, their rusted shanties trembling under the Dominion's iron grip, as the nebula sky burned crimson on May 31st, 2275. Lyra Voss crouched in a shadowed alley, her mechanic's hands smeared with oil, tweaking a scavenged pulse carbine, her hazel eyes sharp with defiance. Orphaned by Vrenari purges, she scraped by in the colony's underbelly, her wit and courage a spark in the dark. The air hummed with Dominion hymns, their theocratic rule worshipping Zorathar, a Silari god asleep for 10,000 years. A sudden clang broke her focus. Vrenari enforcers' scales glinting stormed the slums, their hollow slates flashing her face. Lyra Voss. A priest's voice boomed cold and final. "You are chosen bride of Zorathar." Her heart stopped, the carbine slipping a crystal oracle in the priest's claws, glowing at her nearness, marking her for sacrifice. The enforcers seized Lyra, their claws bruising her arms, dragging her through Theria's streets as colonists watched fear silencing their whispers. "Let me go!" she snarled, kicking her braid, whipping. But the priest, a Vrenari zealot with violet eyes, sneered. "The oracle speaks. You honor Zorathar with your life." Lyra's mind raced the Dominion's rituals. A lie, brides vanished. Their fates hushed. The temple of Zorathar loomed, its obsidian spires piercing the sky, Silari runes glowing with eerie light. "I'm no one's offering." She spat, wrenching free, only to be slammed against a hovercart, breath knocked out. A telepathic whisper, deep and resonant, pierced her mind, stopping her cold. "Lyra." It called, ancient alive, stirring fear and fascination. Her eyes widened, the temple's crypt pulsing a presence awakening within. The temple's sanctum was a cavern of Zethra lamps, their teal glow casting shadows on rune-carved walls. The crypt a monolithic slab humming with power. Lyra, bound in ceremonial robes, stood before it, enforcers flanking High Priest Voris Kren, chanting his scales, glinting claws, clutching the oracle. "Zorathar, accept this bride," he intoned, the crystal flaring its light bathing Lyra, her defiance unbowed. "This is murder, not worship," she shouted, voice echoing, colonists in the pews flinching. The whisper surged again, stronger, Zorathar's voice, a cosmic tide. "You are not theirs." Her heart pounded, the crypt's runes flaring, a vision flashing glowing spires, a god's eyes, her name on his lips. "Who are you?" she whispered. Mind-open fear warring with a strange pull, the air crackling with divine energy. Voris's eyes narrowed, sensing the crypt's pulse, his voice sharp. "Silence, heretic." He raised a ritual blade, its edge glinting, enforcers tightening their grip. Lyra's fingers flexed, mechanic's instincts sharp, spotting a Zethra lamp's loose wiring. "You're no priest," she hissed, twisting her bound hands, brushing the lamp, sparking it. The vision surged, Zorathar's realm stars dancing, his voice warm. "My flame." Her breath caught the spark, igniting a surge, frying an enforcer's hollow slate, chaos erupting. Now she shouted, breaking free, diving for the crypt, her hand slamming its runes, the slab trembling, Zorathar's presence flooding her power, curiosity a spark of love. The temple shook, Voris roaring. "Seize her!" The crypt's hum deepened, a god stirring her fate, a flame in the void. Enforcers lunged, claws slashing, but Lyra dodged, years in the slums honing her agility, the carbine hidden under robes firing a pulse bolt stunning a Vrenari. "You." Defy, Zorathar's voice pulsed awe, threading his tone, guiding her to a rune-carved panel. "Touch it." Her fingers pressed runes, flaring a hidden passage, opening the crypt's glow, blinding. Voris's blade grazed her arm, blood welling, his voice venomous. "You'll die for this." Lyra dove into the passage, the panel sealing, enforcers pounding outside. "Why me?" she gasped, heart racing, Zorathar's presence warm, enveloping. "You chose to fight," he sent a vow forming. The passage's hum was a lifeline, the temple's chaos fading her defiance a spark against the Dominion. The passage led to a subterranean chamber, Silari relics glowing, the crypt's pulse echoing above Zorathar's voice. A beacon. "You are my equal." He sent his telepathy a caress, stirring love and fear. Lyra's hand gripped the carbine, blood dripping, her mechanic's mind racing. "Equal. I'm a slum rat, not a bride," she said. Voice sharp, but her heart softened, his presence alive. A hollow alarm blared, Vernari enforcers led by Commander Silra Voth breaching the slums, hunting her. "They come," Zorathar warned, his voice fierce, protective. "We resist." Lyra's eyes burned, HFY spirit fierce. "Then help me fight God." The chamber's runes flared their bond, a thread in the dark, the nebula whispering of sacrifice, love, and a rebellion to shake the stars. Lyra crouched, carbine ready, Zorathar's voice guiding, a vision flashing, his awakening, her defiance the key, a love that could topple empires. "Stay with me," he sent a plea, not a command, his power-stirring seals weakening. Vernari boots echoed Silra's voice, cold. "Voss, you can't hide." Lyra's grin was fierce human courage, unbowed. "Watch me," she whispered. Zorathar's laughter, a cosmic rumble echoing in her mind, their bond aflame. The chamber's glow pulsed, relics humming, a rebellion born in a slum rat's heart. The galaxy trembling at their defiance, ready to face the Dominion and forge a new dawn. Theria 4's undercity slums pulsed with the clamor of desperation, their rusted alleys a labyrinth of flickering Zethra lamps and whispered rebellions on June 1st, 2275. Lyra Voss sprinted through the shadows, her mechanic's boots pounding gravel, blood seeping from a gash on her arm, the stolen pulse carbine heavy in her grip. The temple of Zorathar's explosion still rang in her ears, her sabotage of the ritual sparking chaos, the Vernari Dominion's enforcers now hunting her as a heretic. Zorathar, the Silari god dormant for 10,000 years, was a telepathic fire in her mind, his voice deep resonant guiding her. Lyra, to the east. Sanctuary, he urged, his presence a cosmic tide, both alien and intimate. Her hazel eyes darted heart-hammering defiance burning. Sanctuary. "I'm running for my life, God." His reply was warm, a spark of awe. "You are my flame." The slum's din masked Lyra's steps, but Vernari drones buzzed overhead, their optics scanning High Priest Voris Kren's voice crackling through a holocom. "Lyra Voss, heretic! You defile Zorathar!" She ducked into an alley, breath ragged, the carbine's hum a comfort. Zorathar's voice surged, urgent. "The priests lie. I awaken for you." A vision flashed, glowing Silari spires, Zorathar's form a guardian, not a god, his eyes on her stirring a pull she couldn't name. "Why me?" she whispered. Mind open, the vision fading. His presence softened, intimate. "Your courage called me." Lyra's chest tightened, love's seed stirring, but Enforcer's boots echoed, led by Commander Silra Voth, her claws glinting, closing in. A hidden door loomed, marked by rebel graffiti, Zorathar's voice guiding. "Enter. Allies await." Lyra pried it open, slipping into a rebel safehouse, its walls lined with scavenged tech human faces, turning wary, armed. Zynar Thal, a grizzled rebel leader, stepped forward, his eyes narrowing. "Voss, you're the bride." Lyra's carbine stayed raised, defiance sharp. "I'm no one's sacrifice. The gods awake and he's with me." Zynar's scoff cut the air, rebels murmuring. "A god, you're cursed, girl." Zorathar's voice pulsed calm. "Trust him." Lyra lowered her weapon, voice firm. "Zorathar's no myth. He's fighting for us." A vision flashed, Zorathar's betrayal by Vernari, the Dominion's corruption shared with Zynar, his doubt wavering, the safehouse humming with tension. Voris's drones breached the slums, their screeches piercing Silra's voice, booming. Voss, surrender or Theria burns. Lyra's fingers flexed mechanics' instincts, sharp spotting a jury-rigged plasma turret. Zynar, cover me, she said, rewiring it, sparks flying. Zorathar's voice surged, guiding her hands. You are brilliant. Her grin was fierce human spirit blazing. Flattery won't help God. The turret roared, blasting a drone, rebels cheering, but Vorus's holocom flared, his violet eyes venomous. Heretic Zorathar sleeps. Lyra's heart pounded, Zorathar's presence flaring a cosmic rumble. I awaken. The temple's crypt pulsed, seals cracking, his power stirring, but Vorus's voice turned cold. Then you die, Voss. The safe house shook, Vernari enforcers storming claws, slashing plasma bolts, searing walls. Lyra fired her carbine, a pulse bolt felling an enforcer, Zynar's machete flashing, rebels fighting. Lyra, the relic Zorathar sent, his voice strained, power limited by seals. Disable their control. Her eyes locked on a Vernari holoslate, its signal guiding drones. Got it, she said, diving, dodging claws, her fingers prying it open, rewiring under fire. Zorathar's telepathy surged a vision, his Silari reign, a guardian of peace corrupted by Vernari, fueling her resolve. You fight. Like us, he sent awe, deepening love, growing. The holoslate sparked drones, faltering rebels gaining ground, but Silra's claws grazed Lyra's back, blood welling, her voice a hiss. You end here. Lyra rolled carbine, firing, Silra dodging, her scales glinting. Zynar now, Lyra shouted, the rebel tossing a Zethra flare, its light blinding enforcers. Zorathar's voice roared, power surging, a telepathic pulse, stunning Silra, her claws freezing. Run! My flame, he urged, seals straining. Lyra grabbed the holoslate, sprinting rebels, covering the safe house, collapsing. You risked. All Zorathar sent, his voice warm, protective. Lyra's breath rasped, blood dripping, defiance fierce. For freedom. The slum's shadows swallowed them, Vorus's drones regrouping, Silra's roar echoing. Zorathar's presence enveloped her, a vow forming. We burn together. The nebula pulsed, whispering of rebellion, love, and a god's awakening, their bond a spark against an empire. Lyra collapsed in a rebel hideout, carbine clattering, Zynar's rebels securing the door, their eyes on her, respect, not doubt. You spoke true, Zynar said, machete sheathed, a nod. Lyra's hand pressed her wound. Zorathar's voice a caress. You are my equal, Lyra. Her hazel eyes softened, love stirring human spirit unbowed. Equal. Then fight with me, Zorathar. His laughter, a cosmic chime, echoed, power surging, seals weakening. A hollow alarm blared, Vorus's enforcers massing, Silra's voice vowing death. They fear us, Zorathar sent his love of fire, their bond a thread in the dark, the galaxy trembling at their defiance, ready to shatter the Dominion's chains. Theria IV's undercity was a festering wound, its rusted alleys choked with smog, and the hum of Zethra lamps casting jagged shadows across crumbling shanties on June 2, 2275. Lyra Voss crouched in a rebel safe house, her mechanic's hands rewiring a scavenged pulse carbine, blood crusting on a bandage around her arm from the temple of Zorathar's chaos. Her hazel eyes burned with defiance, the telepathic voice of Zorathar, the Silari god dormant for 10,000 years, a warm pulse in her mind. Lyra, you are safe. For now, he murmured, his cosmic presence, a mix of power and tenderness stirring her heart. The safe house buzzed with rebels, their faces hard, led by Zynar Thal, who eyed her warily. Your god brings trouble, he growled, machete gleaming. Lyra's grin was sharp, human spirit unbowed. Trouble's my specialty, Zynar. He's with us. Zorathar's voice hummed proud. My flame. The safe house's walls vibrated. Vrenari Dominion drones screeching outside their optics, slicing through the slums. High Priest Voris Kren's wrath unleashed. Lyra's fingers worked fast, the carbine humming, her mind open to Zorathar's telepathy. "They hunt you," he warned, sharing a vision. Siltharian spires his reign as a guardian, not a god betrayed by Vrenari ancestors who forged the Dominion's lies. "They corrupted my name," he sent sorrow threading his voice, revealing their theocracy's rot. Lyra's jaw clenched, the vision fueling her rage. "They'll pay," she said, eyes on Zynar, who scoffed. "A god. He's a curse, Voss." Zorathar's presence surged, urging, "Show him." Lyra shared the vision telepathically, Zynar's eyes widening, doubt cracking the rebels, murmuring tension thick. A child's scream pierced the safe house. Vrenari enforcers led by Commander Silra Voth raiding the slums, their claws glinting plasma bolts searing shanties. Their purging Zorathar sent his voice strained, power limited by the temple's seals. Lyra's carbine snapped up, her mechanic's instincts sharp. "Zynar, cover the exits," she barked, sprinting to a window, spotting a human girl trapped in the raid enforcers closing in. "Lyra." "No," Zynar shouted, but her heart roared, human courage flaring. "I'm not watching her die," she said, leaping out, Zorathar's voice a pulse. "You are radiant." She fired a pulse bolt, stunning an enforcer, scooping the girl, dodging claws, her arm bleeding anew, the slums a battlefield, rebels joining the fray. Silra's voice boomed, her scales flashing, claws raised. "Voss, your heresy ends." Lyra slid behind a shanty, shielding the girl, carbine blazing, enforcers falling. Zorathar's telepathy surged, guiding her aim. Left. Now. She dodged a plasma bolt, the girl clinging, rebels firing, Zynar's machete slashing. "You." Risk all, Zorathar sent awe, deepening his power, straining seals, cracking. Lyra's grin was fierce, HFY spirit fierce. "That's humanity, Zorathar." The vision flashed, his Silari betrayal, Vrenari sealing him, their corruption fueling purges. "You teach me." Humanity, he sent love blooming, his voice trembling, a cosmic shift. The girl safe. Lyra rallied rebels, but Silra's drones swarmed, capturing Zynar, his machete clattering Silra's claws at his throat. The safe house burned, smoke choking the air, rebels faltering. Silra's voice cold. "Voss, surrender, or he dies." Lyra's carbine wavered. Zynar's eyes defiant, urging her to flee. "Lyra." The relic, Zorathar sent his voice urgent, guiding to a hidden Silari relic, a crystal shard in the slums capable of weakening his seals. "You must free me." Her fingers found the shard, its glow flaring, a vision surging, Zorathar's love, a guardian's vow to protect her courage, his spark. "I'm not leaving him," she said, pocketing the shard, carbine raised. Zorathar's power pulsed, a telepathic shockwave, stunning drones, giving Lyra a shot. "You choose." Life he sent, love a fire, their bond strengthening the slums, a crucible of rebellion. Lyra fired a pulse bolt, grazing Silra, Zynar breaking free, his claws, slashing, rebels surging. "Go!" Lyra shouted, covering the shard's glow, a beacon. Silra's claws raked the air, her voice a hiss. "You can't win." Zorathar's voice roared, power straining, a second shockwave felling drones, his seals trembling. Will he sent his love for Lyra, a cosmic tide? Lyra dragged Zynar to a sewer grate, rebels escaping the safe house, collapsing flames licking the sky. "You saved them." Zorathar sent all raw, his voice warm. Lyra's breath rasped, blood dripping, defiance fierce. "We're not done, Zorathar." The shard pulsed, Voris's enforcers regrouping, Silra's roar echoing their bond, a flame in the dark, the nebula whispering of defiance, love, and a god's rising power. The sewer's damp tunnels swallowed Lyra and Zynar, rebels, scattering the shard's glow, guiding Zorathar's voice a vow. "You are my heart, Lyra." Her hazel eyes softened. love stirring human spirit unyielding. Heart, then fight with me, Zorathar. His laughter, a cosmic chime, echoed, power surging, seals weakening. We burn as one. A hollow alarm blared, Vorus's biodrones massing Silra's enforcers, closing the slums a trap. Zynar's eyes met Lyra's respect, hard-won. You lead, Voss. The Shard's hum was a lifeline, their bond a thread in the void, the galaxy trembling at their rebellion, ready to shatter the Dominion's chains and forge a new dawn. Theria 4's Vrenari stronghold loomed over the slums like a predator, its obsidian walls bristling with biodrone sentries under a nebulous sky scarred by storm clouds on June 3, 2275. Lyra Voss clung to a rusted vent shaft, her mechanic's hands slick with sweat, pulse carbine strapped to her back, the Solari crystal shard pulsing in her pocket. Blood seeped through a bandage on her arm. Pain, a dull throb, but her hazel eyes burned with defiance, fueled by the telepathic voice of Zorathar, the Solari god, awakening after 10,000 years. Lyra. The Zenari is within Zorathar, urged his cosmic presence, a warm anchor in her mind, love threading his tone. Zynar Thal, the rebel leader, was captive, facing execution for her escape. "I'm getting him out," Lyra whispered, prying the vent heart pounding. Zorathar's voice softened, proud. "My fearless flame." The vent's stale air reeked of biocircuits. The stronghold's corridors a maze of pulsing Vrenari tech drones patrolling with venomous claws. Lyra crawled, her carbine scraping Zorathar's telepathy guiding. Left. Now he sent his voice a beacon, sharing a vision, Siltharian's fall, his role as a Solari guardian, not a god bound by Vrenari to sleep their dominion, a lie built on his name. They stole my purpose, he sent sorrow and rage, mingling his love for Lyra, awakening his true self. Her chest tightened, vision fading, love growing. "We'll take it back," she said, reaching a grate overlooking Zynar, chained in a biocell, scales dull machete gone. High Priest Vorus Kren's voice echoed venomous. The heretic dies at dawn. Lyra's fingers worked fast, rewiring the grate's lock mechanic's instincts, sharp Zorathar's presence steadying. "You choose to save him." He sent awe, deepening a vision, flashing his betrayal. Vrenari sealing him, fearing his power. "I'm no god. Lyra, a guardian. For you." Her heart surged, his vulnerability stirring love. Defiance fierce. "Guardian or god, you're mine," she whispered, the grate hissing open. She dropped carbine raised, stunning a drone, its screech cut short. Zynar's eyes widened, hope flickering. "Voss, you're insane." Lyra's grin was sharp, human spirit blazing. "Insane's my specialty." Zorathar's laughter, a cosmic chime, echoed, power straining his seals, the stronghold's hum, a warning, Vorus's enforcers closing in. Biodrones swarmed, claws slashing plasma bolts, searing walls. Commander Silra Voth's voice booming. "Voss, your blasphemy ends." Lyra fired pulse bolts, felling drones, Zorathar's telepathy guiding. "Right. Now." She dodged venom, freeing Zynar, his claws snatching a drone's blade. "Why? Risk it," he hissed, slashing, blood dripping. Lyra's carbine roared, human courage fierce. "Because we're family." Zorathar's voice surged, power pulsing, a shockwave, stunning drone's seals cracking. "You choose." Life he sent, love a tide, his essence straining, risking Theria's destruction if fully freed. Vorus's hollow, flared violet eyes mad. "Heretic, you wake a destroyer." Lyra's eyes burned, the shard glowing their bond, a spark against tyranny. The cell exploded, Vorus's enforcers storming Silra's claws, slashing Zynar, fighting beside Lyra, their blades a dance. "Two." The temple Zorathar sent, guiding to his crypt, the shard's power key to his freedom. Lyra dove, dodging plasma, her arm bleeding mechanic's mind, spotting a biocircuit panel. "Cover me!" she shouted. rewiring sparks flying Zorathar's voice warm. You are brilliant. The panel surged, drones faltering, rebels breaching the stronghold, chaos erupting. Silra tackled Lyra, claws at her throat, hissing, "You! Doom us! Zorathar's power!" roared a telepathic pulse, throwing Silra back, his voice fierce. "She is my heart." Lyra stood shard in hand, love a vow, the temple's call, a flame in the dark. Lyra and Zynar fought to the stronghold's edge, rebels covering the temple's spires looming. "Voss, you're mad," Zynar panted, respect in his eyes. Lyra's carbine fired, human spirit fierce, mad and winning. Zorathar's voice pulsed power, straining a vision, flashing his full awakening Theria, at risk her love, his anchor. Free me, but beware, he sent love and fear mingling. She clutched the shard, its glow blinding, heart racing. "I choose you, Zorathar." The temple's crypt hummed, seals trembling, Vorus's biodrones massing. Silra regrouping their bond, a thread in the void. Lyra sprinted, Zynar at her side, the galaxy trembling, their love a spark to burn an empire. The temple's sanctum glowed, Zethra lamps flickering, the crypt's runes flaring as Lyra burst in, shard raised, Zorathar's voice a cosmic roar. "Lyra, my equal." Her hand slammed the shard into the crypt seals, cracking power, surging, a telepathic kiss flooding her. His love, a guardian's vow, her courage, his spark. "I love you." She sent heart bared, human defiance unbowed. His form stirred, clawed, radiant eyes, glowing power shaking the temple. Vorus's scream echoing blasphemy. Biodrones stormed, Silra's claws flashing, but Zorathar's pulse repelled them, his voice fierce. "We rise!" Lyra's carbine blazed, their bond aflame, the nebula whispering of rebellion, love, and a god's rebirth ready to shatter the Dominion's chains. Theria IV's rebel safe houses were buried beneath the slums, ash and ruin, their Zethra lamps casting a defiant glow through rusted walls under a nebula sky streaked with Dominion patrol lights on June 4, 2275. Lyra Voss stood at a makeshift command table, her mechanic's hands adjusting a hollow map of Silari ruins, blood seeping through a bandage from her stronghold raid. Her hazel eyes gleamed with unyielding resolve, the telepathic voice of Zorathar, the Silari guardian, stirring after 10,000 years, a radiant pulse in her mind. "Lyra, your heart rallies them." He sent his cosmic presence, a fusion of strength and tenderness, love woven into every word. Zynar Thal, the rebel leader, leaned on his machete scales, shimmering awe in his gaze. "Voss, you're no sacrifice. You're our fire," he said, nodding at the map. Lyra's grin was fierce, human spirit blazing. "Then let's torch the Dominion, Zynar." Zorathar's voice swelled, adoring. "My eternal flame." The safe house thrummed with rebels, humans, rogue, Vernari, scattered Klaxar, forging pulse rifles and plasma traps, their spirits ignited by Lyra's defiance of the Temple of Zorathar. Zorathar's telepathy surged, sharing a vivid vision. Siltharian spires under starlight, his guardianship uniting species twisted by Vernari priests into a theocratic dominion of lies. They chained my purpose. To enslave, he sent fury laced with grief, his love for Lyra anchoring his awakening. Her chest tightened, the vision fueling her resolve. They'll answer for every soul she vowed, pinpointing ruins on the holomap rumored to hold Silari weapons. Zynar's claws flexed, cautious but trusting. "Your guardian. His power's a risk." Lyra's voice was steel, human courage unbowed. "He's no god, Zynar. He's mine." A hollow alarm screeched, Dominion biodrones unleashed by High Priest Vorus Kren, swarming Theria's wastes, their venomous claws tearing through shanties in a purge. "They strike," Zorathar warned, his power constrained by temple seals, strain threading his voice. Lyra's pulse carbine snapped up, mechanic's instincts razor sharp. Zynar armed the traps. "We hit the ruins. Rebels mobilized, but the safe house shuddered, drones breaching plasma bolts, scorching steel. Lyra fired a pulse bolt, shattering a drone's core, Zorathar's telepathy guiding her aim. Left. Now. She dodged a claw rebels, countering Zynar's machete slashing. A vision flashed Zorathar's ancient wars, his shield for peace, her courage, his spark. You. Burn. Like a star, he sent love, a tide. His power pulsing rebels awed the bunker, a crucible of defiance. The Solari ruins sprawled beneath Theria's crust, their crumbling spires aglow with runes, relics humming with latent power. Lyra led rebels through Zorathar's voice, a compass. The arsenal awaits. He sent sharing Solari tactics, ambush formations, energy disruptors, his wisdom vast, softened by love. Your spirit rekindles me, he added, awe raw. Lyra's lips curved, human defiance fierce. Keep up, Guardian. Zynar hefted a relic, a plasma lance, his voice steady. This could break them. But Vorus's drones surged, Commander Silra Voth's enforcers joining her holocom voice, chilling. Voss, your heresy dies. Lyra's carbine roared, a drone collapsing, but a bio-drone pinned a rebel elder, panic rising. Silra's claws flashing her resolve, wavering under Lyra's fire. Lyra leaped, tackling the elder, free venom grazing her shoulder, pain blazing. No one falls, she roared, firing Zorathar's power, erupting a telepathic shockwave, shattering the drone, his seals straining to near collapse. Lyra, my heart. He sent fear and love colliding his essence, fraying, risking Theria's ruin if unbound. She staggered, blood dripping, human courage fierce. For you, for them. Zynar's machete flashed rebels, surging plasma lances, firing drones, crumbling. A vision surged, Zorathar's sacrifice, shielding Solari, her love his salvation. I would die. For you, he sent power flaring, saving the elder rebels cheering. Silra hesitated, doubt cracking her voice low. You challenge everything. Lyra's eyes blazed, HFY spirit radiant. That's my choice. The ruins trembled, Vorus's drones regrouping. Silra retreating, her loyalty to the Dominion shaken. Lyra clutched a relic, a Solari disruptor, its hum syncing with the crystal shard, Zorathar's voice guiding. Zorath 9, the Starheart, awaits. He sent, revealing its power to free him fully, but warning it could unmake all. Her heart raced, love a vow, her hand on the disruptor. We'll wield it together. Zynar's scales glowed, his voice firm. Voss, you're our heart. Rebels fortified the ruins, lances primed, but Vorus's hollow flared, violet eyes fanatical. Heretic Theria falls. Zorathar's power pulsed, his voice a shield fierce with love. We rise brighter. The nebula pulsed, whispering of rebellion, love, and a guardian's unbound power, their bond aflame against an empire. Lyra stood among rebels, carbine steady, the shards glow a beacon, Zorathar's voice a vow. You remake me, Lyra. Her hazel eyes softened, love surging, human spirit fierce. And you make me unstoppable. His laughter a cosmic symphony echoed, power surging, seals trembling. We burn as one. A hollow alarm blared, Vorus's armada massing, Silra's enforcers wavering, the ruins a bastion. Zynar's machete rose, his voice a rally. For Voss, for freedom. Lyra's grin was fierce, their bond a thread in the void, the galaxy trembling at their rebellion, poised to seize the Starheart and shatter the Dominion's chains, a new dawn blazing on the horizon. Zorath 9's volcanic vault roared with molten fury, its obsidian caverns lit by rivers of lava under a nebulous sky choked with ash on June 5, 2275. Lyra Voss clung to a jagged ledge, her mechanic's hands gripping a stolen pulse carbine, the Solari crystal shard pulsing in her pocket, blood seeping from a venom-grazed shoulder. Her hazel eyes blazed with defiance, the telepathic voice of Zorathar, the Solari guardian, stirring after 10,000 years, a radiant fire in her mind. Lyra, the star heart, lies within. He urged his cosmic presence, a fusion of power and love, his strength tethered to her courage. Zynar Thal, the rebel leader, flanked her, scales glinting, machete ready, while their stolen shuttle smoldered outside, Vrinari Dominion forces closing in. Lyra's breath hissed, human spirit fierce. "Let's free you, Zorathar." His voice swelled, adoring. "My indomitable flame." The vault's heat seared Lyra's skin, Solari runes glowing across cavern walls, their hum a pulse of ancient power, sentient traps stirring psychic spikes, plasma vents. Lyra's carbine hummed, Zorathar's telepathy guiding. Forward. Now he sent sharing a vision. Siltharian spires, his guardianship betrayed by Vrinari priests, the star heart their tool to bind him. It frees me, or unmakes all he warned, love tempering his fear, his essence straining against temple seals. Her chest tightened, vision fading, love a vow. "We'll wield it right," she said, dodging a psychic spike, its hum grazing her mind, pain flashing her parents purge their screams. Zynar's claws steadied her, his voice firm. "Voss, you lead." Zorathar's voice pulsed fierce. "You are my anchor." Vrinari biodrones breached the vault, their venomous claws slashing stone, led by Commander Silra Voth, her scales flashing loyalty to High Priest Voris Kren, wavering. Voss. The relic, or death. Silra hissed, plasma bolts searing. Lyra fired a pulse bolt, shattering a drone, Zorathar's telepathy guiding her aim. Right. Now, she dodged Venom Zynar's machete, slashing rebels, human and rogue Vrinari covering from above, pulse lances blazing. A vision surged, Zorathar's ancient stand, shielding Solari, her courage his spark. "You defy fate." He sent love, a cosmic tide, his power pulsing, shaking the vault seals, cracking. Lyra's grin was fierce, HFY spirit blazing. "Fates, my plaything Zorathar." The Starheart's chamber loomed, its glow blinding, traps intensifying danger a heartbeat away. Sentient traps struck psychic spikes, flooding Lyra's mind with loss, her parents. Theria's slums, her own death looming. She staggered, carbine slipping, pain raw. "No," she roared, gripping the shard. Zorathar's voice breaking through, desperate. "Lyra, my heart." His telepathy surged, sharing a vision, his Solari love lost to betrayal, her courage, his salvation merging with her pain, their souls entwined. "You live." For them he sent love, anchoring her. Lyra stood, tears mixing with blood. Human courage fierce. "For you." She reached the star heart, a crystalline orb pulsing with cosmic power, her fingers brushing it, a vision flashing, Zorathar unbound, galaxies trembling her love, his guide. "Got it," she gasped, but Silra's claws slashed drones, swarming the vault, a crucible of fate. A bio-titan loomed, Voris's colossal drone, its claws rending stone, Silra's voice faltering. "Voss, you can't." Lyra dodged, Starheart clutched, Zorathar's power erupting, a shockwave stunning the Titan, his seals shattering, essence fraying. "Lyra, I risk." All he sent love, overwhelming his form, clawed, radiant, manifesting, shielding her. "No, dying," she shouted, wiring the disruptor, its pulse syncing with the Starheart, disabling the Titan's core, sparks erupting. Zynar's machete slashed, rebels firing Silra, hesitating, her claws lowering, awe in her eyes. "You defy gods," she whispered, defecting, firing on drones. Zorathar's avatar embraced Lyra telepathically, their kiss a cosmic vow. I choose you. He sent love eternal, the vault trembling their bond aflame. The Titan collapsed, stone-crumbling drones sparking out Silra, joining rebels, her voice firm. Voss, I stand with you. Lyra's carbine lowered, blood dripping, human spirit unbowed. Welcome to freedom. Zorathar's avatar glowed, power surging, his voice radiant. You remake me, Lyra. The Starheart pulsed, its power contained their love, its guide. Zynar's scales bright with hope. The Dominion falls, he hissed, rebels cheering. But Vorus's hollow, flared violet eyes fanatical. Heretic Theria burns. His armada loomed, biodrones massing, Silra's defection a spark. Lyra's eyes met Zorathar's avatar, love a vow. We end this. The nebula pulsed, whispering of rebellion, love, and a guardian's unbound power, their bond a star against tyranny. Lyra stood amidst rebels. Starheart secured Zorathar's avatar beside her, his claws grazing her mind, their love a cosmic fire. You are my eternity. He sent his voice a hymn power stabilized by her heart. Zynar's machete rose, his voice a rally. For Voss, for Zorathar. Silra's claws flexed, her scales bright. For freedom. Lyra's grin was fierce human courage, radiant, the shards glow a beacon. For us. A hollow alarm blared, Vorus's armada descending Theria's skies, darkening the vault a stronghold. Zorathar's power pulsed, his voice a vow. We burn as one. The ruins hummed their bond, a thread in the void, the galaxy trembling at their rebellion, poised to overthrow the Dominion and forge a new dawn. Theria 4's skies burned with plasma fire on June 6, 2275. The Vrenari Dominion's armada casting shadows over the slums, their biodrones screeching like a storm of claws under a nebula sky fractured by war. Lyra Voss stood on a stolen Dominion skiff, her mechanic's hands gripping a pulse carbine, the Solari Starheart relic pulsing in a harness at her chest, blood seeping from a venom-grazed shoulder. Her hazel eyes blazed with defiance. The telepathic voice of Zorathar, the Solari guardian unbound from his 10,000-year slumber, a radiant inferno in her mind. Lyra, we end this. He sent his cosmic presence a fusion of boundless power and fierce love. His avatar clawed, radiant eyes glowing, manifesting beside her. Zynar Thal piloted the skiff, scales flashing, while Commander Silra Voth, now a defector, rallied rogue Vrenari below. Lyra's grin was fierce human spirit unbowed. Let's break their chains, Zorathar. His voice roared, adoring. My eternal flame. The armada loomed, bio-cruisers, spewing drones. High Priest Vorus Kren's voice booming through a holocom, violet eyes fanatical. Heretic Voss, Zorathar's wrath consumes you. Rebel skiffs, human Vrenari. Klaxar swarmed pulse lances, blazing their unity forged by Lyra's courage. Zorathar's power surged, a telepathic shockwave shattering a cruiser's biocore drones, spiraling his seals, fully broken essence blazing. They defile my name. He sent fury laced with love, his avatar's claws slashing air, guiding rebel strikes. Lyra fired a pulse bolt, felling a drone, her mechanic's instincts sharp. Your name's ours now, she shouted. Rebels cheering, Zynar's voice a hiss. For Voss. Silra's claws flashed, her skiff ramming a cruiser, her voice firm. For freedom. The skies roared, their bond a star against tyranny. Vorus's flagship unleashed a Solari doomsday weapon, a biopulse cannon, its hum threatening to raise Theria 4 green light, searing the slums. Surrender. Heretic Vorus roared, his holo glaring. Lyra's carbine wavered, the Starheart's pulse sinking with her heart. Zorathar's voice urgent. "Lyra, the weapon. I must." His power flared, a shield forming, but his essence frayed, risking annihilation. "No," she shouted, leaping to a cruiser's wreckage, rewiring its plasma core, her hands a blur. "You don't die." Zorathar's avatar shielded her claws, deflecting drones, love a cosmic tide. "I live for you." He sent power, straining a shockwave, countering the cannon slums spared, but his avatar flickered, fading. Lyra's eyes burned, human courage fierce. "Stay with me, damn it." The battle surged, rebel skiffs outmaneuvering cruisers, Silra's defectors turning the tide, Zynar's lance piercing a biocore, cruisers crashing. "Voss, you lead." Zynar hissed, scales bright. Lyra vaulted to the flagship's hull, carbine blazing, Zorathar's power guiding a vision, flashing his Solari rain betrayed her love, his redemption. "Vorus," she roared, breaching the command deck, confronting the priest, his ritual blade raised, scales glinting. "You woke a destroyer," he snarled, blade slashing, grazing her arm, blood welling. Lyra dodged, human spirit, fierce carbine firing, stunning him. "He's my guardian." Zorathar's avatar surged, weakened, pinning Vorus, his voice a roar. "Your lies end." The flagship trembled, biodrones faltering, the armada crumbling, Theria's skies clearing. Vorus lunged, blade aimed at Lyra's heart, but Zorathar's claws blocked his essence, dimming power fading. "Lyra, my love." He sent fear, spiking, his avatar collapsing. Lyra's scream tore free, tackling Vorus, wrenching his blade, her strength human, unyielding. "You don't touch him." She pinned him, blade at his throat, rebels storming in Silra's claws, restraining Vorus, her voice awed. "You defy gods." Lyra's eyes blazed, sparing him mercy, a choice. "No gods, only us." Zorathar's voice faint, pulsed love anchoring him. "You save me." Rebels cheered, Zynar's machete raised the flagship, seized Vorus's hollow, fading his surrender, broken the Dominion's armada, scattering Theria free, their bond a star-born flame. The temple's ruins glowed below Zethra vines, reclaiming stone. Lyra standing amidst rebels, the star heart cradled its power calm. Zorathar's avatar flickering, essence weakened, but alive. "We did it," she whispered, hazel eyes on him. Love a vow, blood dripping. His telepathic touch enveloped her, a kiss across stars. "You are my eternity." He sent voice radiant power, stabilizing through her heart. Zynar's scales shone, his voice firm. "Theria is ours." Silra's claws bowed, her voice soft. "You led us." A vision flashed Alara, their unborn child, a light of unity, her pulse faint within Lyra, their legacy conceived in rebellion. Alara, Lyra murmured love, swelling, Zorathar's voice joining. "Our dawn." The nebula pulsed, whispering of freedom, love, and a galaxy reborn. Lyra stood on the skiff, Zorathar's avatar beside her, his claws grazing her mind, their love a cosmic fire. The Dominion falls. He sent his voice a hymn power, a shield for Theria. Zynar's rebels secured the ruins, Silra's defectors uniting the Concord's envoys landing. For Ilara Vren, a Zynari elder hissed, scales glowing, prophecy fulfilled. Lyra's grin was fierce human courage, radiant, the star heart a beacon. For us. A hollow alarm faded, Vorus's forces broken Theria's skies, free the temple humming softly. Zorathar's voice pulsed a vow. We burn together. The stars sang their bond, a thread in the void, the galaxy trembling at their rebellion, a new dawn blazing with love's unyielding power. Siltharian's crystalline spires gleamed under a violet dawn, their hum a hymn of unity echoing across a galaxy reborn in 2285, a decade after the Vernari Dominion's fall. A thriving interspecies enclave flourished where Zethra vines wove through human-built arches, and laughter-human Vernari Klaxar Sindari filled the air. Vren Kalor, a Zenari elder, stood in a radiant plaza, his silvered scales catching starlight, a hollow metal etched, bonds forged gleaming on his chest, sipping coffee. A human tradition, he watched Ilara Voss, a hybrid child of human and Silari guardian, her crystalline wings shimmering as she healed a Brickthar's wound with a telepathic touch, her hazel eyes sparkling with her parents' fire. Lyra Zorathar. Vren hissed, voice warm, "Your love reshaped the stars." The nebula above glowed, a testament to their star-born dawn. 10 years had passed since Lyra Voss and Zorathar the Silari Guardian toppled the Dominion on Theria 4, their love shattering a theocratic empire birthing Ilara, whose telepathic healing wove peace across species. The Enclave was a heart of the reformed Galactic Concord, where Vrenari shared Zethra T, humans taught defiance, and Klaxar forged harmony. Lyra now a conquered envoy, and Zorathar housed in a Silari bioform, led with Ilara, her touch mending scars in moments, her mind uniting souls. Xenar Thal, a Vrenari counselor, approached, scales, bright claws, gentle. Elder Vren. Tell their tale, he urged, eyes on Ilara playing with a robotic corgi from paws across the stars. Vren's scales shimmered, nodding. For Ilara. For eternity. The plaza pulsed with the Unity Festival glow lizards weaving through Sindari tapestries, a symphony of hope. Vren's voice soared, addressing colonists. Lyra's courage, Zorathar's heart. They burned an empire, forged a dawn. A hollow display flared Lyra's stand in the temple. Zorathar's awakening, Ilara's birth under Siltharian's spires. Their love birthed Ilara, our starborn. A Klaxar buzzed. She heals us. Vren's claws clicked firm. Her telepathy binds, her touch renews. Lyra stood with Zorathar. Their hands clasped, Ilara between them. Her hazel eyes, Lyra's grit, Zorathar's radiance glowing. She's our hope, Lyra said, voice thick. Zorathar's bioform humming softly. Our light, he added. Love eternal. The crowd hushed their bond, a beacon. Cheers erupted as Galactic envoys Lila Harper and Omar Reza, silver-haired and proud, arrived with their husky soulless tail wagging. Vren Harper called coffee mug, raised eyes twinkling. Ilara's spark outshines our shock strikes. Reza tossed Solus a treat, grinning. She's the starborn dawn, wags weave peace. Vren bowed, scales aglow. Envoys, your blitz cleared the way. Ilara lights it. Solus bounded to Ilara, nuzzling her sparking laughter. Lyra knelt, ruffling Ilara's wings. Like you, bold, she said. Zorathar's claws grazed Lyra, his voice warm. And your fire, my flame. Silra Voth, now a Concord envoy, approached, claws gentle. She unites all Prin, a Sindari elder pulsed, like my weaves eternal shared. A Thoraxian envoy, wings humming, asked Elder Kalor, how did Ilara forge us? Vren lifted his hollow metal voice, resonant. Lyra's defiance, Zorathar's love. They broke chains, birthed a soul. A hollow flickered Lyra's rebellion. Zorathar's shield, Ilara healing a Klaxar's scales. Her gifts, telepathic healing unity bind us. Prin pulsed, like Zethra vines ever growing. Silra hissed, like Vren's mercy. A human child asked Ilara's. Safe, Vren's scales glowed warm. Safe, for we are kin. Ilara touched a Sindari's tendril, mending a scar, her smile a star. Solus barked a crowd's joy, the plaza alive with promise. Vren dedicated his tale to Lyra, who defied fate. To Zorathar, who chose love. To Ilara, our starborn dawn. The Enclave roared, claws, hands, and wings clapping. Harper raised her mug. To the Deathworlder, Spark, fierce, kind, caffeinated Reza clinked his. And Solus's wags. The husky howled, leading hisses, buzzes, and cheers. A hollow of Silra Veth played Love Burns the Stars. Vren's crest glowed, a human grin breaking through. They were right, he thought, a galaxy of hearts. Prin pulsed. Teach it, Vren, Silra hissed. For Ilara's light, Ilara giggled, Solus prancing her touch a vow of harmony. The plaza shimmered with stalls. Klaxar brewed coffee. Brickthar sold holodrones. Sindari wove Zethra tapestries. Human courage, fierce fare, ended feuds with toasts, not wars. A Thoraxian projected a psychic kin to Solus, who yipped. Vren's speech soared, Ilara's light binds us human defiance. Silari love. We're one. The festival swelled, robotic corgis and glow lizards dancing, Vrenari hymns merging with human songs. Vren whispered to Silra Lyra's heart, Zorathar's vow one dawn. Silra's claws curled firm, and Ilara's star. The nebula pulsed, a galaxy reborn alight with their spark. As Siltharian's suns rose, the chant echoed Vren Lyra Zorathar, Ilara Solus's bark, weaving through crystalline spires. Vren Coffee warm mused. Love forged a galaxy. The Enclave shone a testament to a mechanic's courage, a guardian's heart, and a child's light. Ilara's eyes met Vren's. A vow the flame endures. The galaxy once chained was whole, fierce, kind, radiant, its soul aglow with bonds woven by love, ready for the cosmos's next saga. Siltharian's spires fade, but Lyra Voss and Zorathar's love shines eternal, forging a galaxy of hope through Ilara's radiant dawn. If their epic rebellion set your heart ablaze, smash that like button to honor their defiance. Share this saga with your crew. Let's ignite the stars with their unbreakable bond. Drop a comment below. What stirred you most? Lyra's fearless courage, Zorathar's awakening love, or Ilara's healing light? Your voices fuel our next cosmic tale. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Join our starborn rebels for more stories of love that topple empires. The galaxy calls, so let's rise together.